players as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. On first down, Lawrence. He's going to find Gallup here complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run. It's Etienne. Tackle made by Rasheem Green.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 45 on second down, Lawrence. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield going deep downfield for Ross. It got his man complete. Touchdown. Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, Here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Browns 14, Jaguars 7.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that 2nd drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 17, Mayfield over the middle, complete. That's Mason. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Play fake. Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. His kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lawrence. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a give to Etienne. Shifts by him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. After one, 17-7 the score on EA Sports. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Number 28, he's coming. He's got 61. Matchbox, lights. Switch that.
Lawrence will throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
For it. Here's Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that 1st down marker. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Etienne going to be stopped before he can get moving forward, as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, Because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got Mason complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Mayfield on play action. He finds his man, complete. It's Mason. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And again, it's Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Mason.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. And he will find his man on the outside. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Mayfield looks to throw. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
David Njoku as the first half is winding down. And the Browns go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
Down 38-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first...
He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Cleveland.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
He will push his way down to about the 14. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance, going for it on 4th. Running for it, here's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And now a hook up downfield on second down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Mike 28. Mike 28.
Here's Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
General West. Smoke.
Now Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Turner. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Mike 28. Mike 28.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2nd and 11 at the Browns' 26-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Etienne once more. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down.
I'm ready. Hey, exit.
Watch the slant. Check 99. Check 99. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Roll out.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Bulldozes past him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he's got it. And he's brought down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Hey, defense, let's go. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Switch.
Robinson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Check the backer. Check the backer. Kill.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Zoom. Hey, Alpha. Get it.
Now Lawrence to throw. Touchdown, Jaguars! A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
Hey, number 28, Mike. He's coming. Check in. Push him back.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Drive about to get started. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. But remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make
touchdown, Browns. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
First and 10 is the 31-yard line.
Now Lawrence on first down. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Leo.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. That's complete to Turner. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Lawrence to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Look at me. Go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Malik McDowell. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Shark calls it in. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Mayfield now. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Mayfield to throw it this time. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. He's at the 50. And the Jags come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Browns, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.